The crowd is amped up, ready to get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Opening day baseball on the show. The Atlanta Braves taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. So the Philadelphia Phillies, with major expectations, they're among the favorites this season. Chris, they'd love to build on that postseason appearance from last year. Do you think it can be a springboard for them?
I do, Boog, because this team has already got the building blocks in place. And you make the postseason, you know you've got a shot at the title. So the experience will definitely help them this time around. But it's a long season, and they're going to have to do the little things right and stay consistently on top of their game. And that's the best way to take home the Commissioner's Trophy, in my opinion.
First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now. Pitching in our game today, Zach Wheeler.
Been a very solid pitcher throughout his career. ERA around 3.5. What I like is he competes, he stays in the game, and he gives his team an opportunity to win.
And now the center fielder, Michael Harris. The wind to the pitch. Popped in the air, left field. Marsh puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever, if they do at all.
Ronald Acuna Jr. is up. He's someone who grew up playing baseball with his friends. Singy, his school is next door to the only baseball field in his hometown.
Yeah, and that made it easy to jump the fence and play games after class, which is exactly what they did. School started at 7, but the moment it was over, it was time for baseball. Ronald would play until his mom yelled for him to come home for dinner.
And that's outside. And that's ball one. On the ground. Trey Turner gloves it. Third out. Braves go down quickly here. Phillies coming up to hit. No score. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here with my pal Siggy. And today's starting pitcher, Spencer Strider. How about a report on him, Chris?
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA, and you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out, and not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity, and
this one swung on and hit well. Way back there. His first homer of the year, and they jump out front. It's 1-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And now here is Harper. And that one wrapped foul.
Strider out there on the mound for this one, and he's a guy who had a really impressive college career but needed Tommy John surgery while playing for Clemson.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
You know, Boog, Strider spent time with a sports psychologist at Clemson while rehabbing from the surgery. We talked a lot about the concept.
Oh, now this one is blasted to right. Forget it. Way back there and gone. He made him pay for that one. It's their second home run of the inning, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 3-0.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in the spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Finds its way through, base hit.
Batting fifth, the second baseman, Vincent Hunter.
Man at first, Vincent Hunter stands in for the Phillies. To third might be two. Riley over to second, on to Olsen. That's two.
As a former player, watching 5-4-3 double plays brings back some adrenaline. It's such an exciting play, and it's always a great reminder of baseball being such a team sport.
And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. That's back there. Out of here. That one felt good. Their third home run of the inning, and they add to their lead. It's 4-0.
Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
And now it's Alec Bohm. In the air out towards right center. And that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for two. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
He was all over that one. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
So two down. Nick Castellanos will hit next. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. And that one's gone. Make that 4 homers in the inning, and they add to the lead. It's 6-0.
was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the...
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Aaron Bummer.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Two outs, nobody on. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Johan Rojas. And first offering is fouled off.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
The big six spot already on the board this inning here on opening day. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Everything came together for him. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
So the lineup flips over. Here's Trey Turner. He's already homered in this game. On the ground to the left. And it goes just foul. He swings and fouls one off. Foul ball, still 0-2. Here comes a pitch. Stays alive. Man on second, two down. Battling here as he fouls it away. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. 2 outs. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Hammers that one deep left field, and forget it. Another homer. They are unloading here. Their 5th homer of the inning, and they add a couple more. It's 8-0. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time. Took a direct path to the ball. Excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
And now for the Phillies, Brandon Marsh. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs, base is empty. Foul ball. Bummer deals. Fights it off. He'll see another. 2 down, nobody on. Laced down the line. Took the extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his bat through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. Here's Bryce Harper. He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off. The Phillies up big in this one here in game 1 of this 3-game set. That one fouled off. Man at second. And he grounds one to the right side. Olsen takes it to the bag. That one ends the onslaught and the inning. So they bat around and score 8 times to take the lead. We move on to inning number 2 here in Philadelphia. It's the Phillies 8 and the Braves nothing. Back here in Philadelphia, and now Matt Olson up to hit. One of the things that helped Olson in 2023, a stance adjustment, and that as well kept him more balanced for less swing and miss. Yeah, the right-hander back to work. Fly ball down the line. Marsh running hard. Won't get to this one. It drops foul. Olson goes 6 feet 5 inches, 225 pounds, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. In for a strike, and the count is 0-2. Dave Lawrence assigned to work home plate in this one.
Good umpire, Boog. Very fair, very consistent. Now, I did hear some feedback that he opens up the outside corner a little bit on left-handed hitters, which, you know, for me, I'd be kind of salty. So maybe something to keep an eye on and see if that factors into this one at all.
What about some no-nos? Like, you can't call the umpire blue the way you do in Little League or high school, right?
Yeah, even in the minor leagues, you'll learn quickly. You call the umpire blue. You better learn his name, and that's just part of being a professional player and even a major league player.
Here's Austin Riley. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. The Braves with a lot of ground to make up here at the top of the second. There's a strike.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
That misses, and it's 1-2.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Next offering popped in the air, right field. Castellanos pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Batting 6, the left fielder, number 20.
2 outs, base is empty. Marcell Ozuna next up for the Braves. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Two outs. Late on that fastball.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
And here it comes. And down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Down in order go the Braves. And they're on the short end of an 8-0 score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now, Kyle Schwarber. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slug is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns.
And first offering is fouled off. Hammered down the right side, but foul. And a pitch. Ripped to right, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
The batter, second baseman.
Man, Siggy, he hit that ball right on the sweet spot. According to StatCast, the exit velo 110 miles an hour.
Yeah, Boog. I mean, that right there is an absolute missile. And he just put a great swing on it, squared it up perfectly. Those are the ones that feel really good.
Vincent Hunter, the next to hit. And first offering is fouled off. There's a swing and a drive. Hit one, hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair. And even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory. And that right there was perfect.
JT Realmuto steps in. To the left side, but it is well foul. Base runners at second and third here. No outs. And that one fouled off. The pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. And a pitch. Fouls that off to the left and will do it again. Kicks and deals. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. The pitch. Line drive. And it stays fair. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's 10-0.
Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs. They really turned on that one, and as it hooked down the line, it was hard to tell if it would stay fair, but it just barely sneaked in there.
Ronaldo Lopez comes on now.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
In the air, left field. Ozuna should have it. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with one away. Here's Nicholas Castellanos.
This is the classic manufacturing a run situation. A runner at third, less than 2 outs, and a golden opportunity to bring him home.
And that one pulled foul. Laced down the line. This looks like extra bases. In to score is the runner from third, and they extend their lead. And he's got a double.
Well done. Drives in the run. Just a really nice job of turning on that pitch and smoking it down the line. And there's no one playing there, so once it drops in fair, you're on your way to extra bases.
One down. Johan Rojas digs in now. A double and a run scored his first time up. And a foul ball. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's two down.
Now batting, shortstop,
Trey Turner at the plate. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. And that rolls into the corner. Runner from second scores as they add on. It's 12-0.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies. Hit hard, base hit. Flying around third is Turner. He'll score. It's 13-0.
Comes through with the RBI. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Here's Harper now. 1 for 2. That's ripped. Base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. And next is the designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And out of here. A 3-run homer. It's 16-0.
That's some Schwarber power for you right there. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
Tyler Matzik will take over on the mound.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Down the left field line, could be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he's got his second double of the game. So, Singy, let's dive into the numbers, courtesy of StatCast. Do you even feel contact being made when you hit a ball that hard?
No, I don't think so, Boog. I mean, that's just the best feeling in the world as a hitter. You square it up perfectly, and it's like you didn't even swing the bat. And there are times the ball feels heavy off your bat. You know it, but this is not one of those cases. He sent this one flying 114 miles per hour, so that's flexing your muscles a little bit.
Man on second, 2 down. And a foul ball. The 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And a pitch. Oh, great grab on the dive. Fires to first, and it beats him. What a play.
This guy's anticipation is off the charts. Don't see many shortstops better than that. Great job to complete the play and end the inning.
Back here, Citizens Bank Park. Top half of the third inning. Now it's the DH, Adam Duvall. Wheeler back to work. And a foul ball.
You know, these Braves, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
In the air to left center. Sizing this one up. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Batting eight.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit.
Albies is playing on the road, so you know that means he's been FaceTiming with his pet fish. This guy owns a few home aquariums, and it's no secret he likes talking to them.
Could be extra bases, and it gets by him. And he'll reach second with one away.
I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
Sean Murphy, batting with one down, takes a strike. Albies, the runner at second with one away. Right down to shoot. 0-2 now.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Man at second. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Michael Harris.
Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris. He's 0 for 1. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Boom, squeezes it, and that'll do it. One left for Atlanta. Still 16-0. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And digging in for Philadelphia, Alec Bohm. The pitch. Ripped to third and caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. Smoked to the left, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Next to hit, Johan Rojas. And first offering is fouled off. The Phils up big in this one here in the last half of the third. That one ripped. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. Out number 2.
The batter, number 7. Shortstop,
Trey Turner with a chance now. 3 for 3. He's got a double and a pair of home runs. And that one fouled off. And the pitch. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. And it hits the fence. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double, second and third now.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. He absolutely ripped that ball out front and almost got it out of here, man. Just a really strong, balanced swing and a fraction of an inch different on the bat, and it is probably out of here.
So 2 on with 2 away. Brandon Marsh getting ready to hit. Ripped on a line. This looks like extra bases. 1 run is in. Another scores. 2 runs in on the play, and the lead continues to grow.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Nice line drive to the full side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
So man aboard, and now the first baseman, Bryce Harper. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Marsh coming home. Now a long throw home, but it's offline. And they extend their lead. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Runner at first with 2 away. Kyle Schwarber will hit next. And foul ball. Rips that one to right. And Acuna able to make the grab. And that is that. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. On to inning number 4. Phillies on top, 19-0. New inning getting started. Now the number 2 hitter, Orlando Arcia.
Love coming to Citizens Bank Park. Best ice cream in all of the league at the press level. It's only been around since 2004, but plenty of awesome history here already. It's the only stadium with multiple postseason no-hitters. Remember Roy Halladay did it back in 2010, and the Houston Astros threw a combined no-no in Game 4 of the 2022 World Series.
Castellanos puts it away for the out, and there's 1 down.
The right fielder, number 13.
And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. Grounded out his first time. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. To third. Boom. They get the out on Acuna.
Up next for Atlanta, the first baseman, Matt.
And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. Hard on the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Welcome back, and they turn to a new arm as we kick off the bottom of the 4th. Dylan Lee. Vincent Hunter stands in for the Phillies.
The second baseman, Vincent Hunter.
As the lefty gets to work. Well struck left field. Tattooed to Tutor Town and gone. A laser to left. It's 20-0. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
And now it is JT Realmuto.
You know, these Phils really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. 5 of their hits have come from at-bats where they were behind in the count, so they're really battling up there.
Fought off foul.
And even if they don't want to make it a habit of falling behind, they're doing a great job of making the most out of it. I think that's contagious throughout the lineup.
Foul ball, still 0-2. 1 run across in the frame so far. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
Stays alive.
Well, having such a tough time putting him away. 6 foul balls in a row. Man, what a battle.
And now the lefty. Line drive, caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Alec Bohm. Ripped to third and caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Nick Castellanos stands in for the Phillies.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
And first offering is fouled off.
All over the first pitch fastball right there, but just a little bit out front. Got to let it travel just a bit more.
2 down, nobody on. This one drilled to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add on. It's 21-0.
With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Base is empty with 2 away. Johan Rojas stands in for the Phillies. 1 for 3. Now a screamer into the outfield. Ozuna makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. We played 4. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back at Citizens Bank Park, ready now for the 5th inning. Here's the third baseman, Austin Riley. The wind of the pitch. That one's in there. 0-1.
You know, these Braves definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them. So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for him at times.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And the right-hander deals. On the ground to third. Boom. Throws out to first. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth.
Up next for Atlanta, the left fielder, Marcell Ozuna.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Now batting, the designated
Adam Duvall at the plate. Fly to left his first time. Splits the plate, and that's strike one. Duvall, a former All-Star, 35 years old, and he's usually in the outfield. Today, he's the DH. Righty to the plate. Foul back our way, and that's out of play.
You know, Blue, people don't realize how far the jog is from the dugout to the outfield position. And if you're playing in Oakland, man, it's a country mile to get out there. So for him to be able to be the DH today, that is really a nice day off. Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Man at first, Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Doubled in his first AB. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Next offering is in for a strike. The Braves with a lot of ground to make up. And we're at the top of the fifth. The 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Oh, 0-2 now. Battling here as he fouls it away. The pitch. Foul ball still 0-2. The Phillies up big in this one here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Out of bounds right side, Hunter. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Now batting,
So here's Murphy now. He popped out his first time. And there's a foul ball. Right-hander kicks, deals. That's a hit around third. Here's the throw to the plate. Head first slide, and he's safe.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
And now Michael Harris. Albies, the lead runner, out at second. Murphy on at first with 2 down. Up the middle, Hunter. They take the force out. They limit the damage here. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. Last half of the fifth coming up. The Phillies lead it 21-1. Back here in Philadelphia, Trey Turner now.
They partnered back in 2023. Turner homered off the same pitcher twice in the same inning. Only a few players have ever done it, and his were against his former team, the Washington Nationals.
Well, these Phillies doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side.
Double-digit hits and 0 strikeouts.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. And he's gone yard again. That's his third home run of the game. And they add a run. It's 22-1.
He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. A 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Joe Jimenez.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
And now here is Brandon Marsh. That's hard hit on the line. And Acuna able to make the grab.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Bryce Harper to the plate. A rope into right, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. Not in time, it's a double.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there.
When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Man at second with one away. Kyle Schwarber stands in for the Phillies. Well struck, right field. Pulls it in on the warning track. Runner tags at second.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Ground ball, Austin Riley. Gathers and throws to first. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. The Phillies get one by way of the long ball. 5 innings complete. You're dialed into the show. Back here in Philadelphia, and now the shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
Orlando Arcia.
Wheeler back to work. Fouled off left side.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
The 0-2. And he hits a ground ball right side. Tosses to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
The right fielder, number 13, Ronald Acuna.
Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play.
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
One down, base is empty. Gets a piece and stays alive. And the 0-2. Harper drifts towards it. He's got it. There's 2 away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
2 outs, base is empty. Matt Olson up to the plate. That one hammered, but pulled foul.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
Swinging a foul straight back. 2 down, nobody on. And we're the top half of the 6th. Missed inside with the curve. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 6-7-8-2 in the bottom of the 6th. Philadelphia on top, 22-1. Back here, Citizens Bank Park, bottom of the 6th. And now for the Phillies, JT Realmuto. The right-hander back to work. And first offering is fouled off. And the righty deals. And a foul ball third base side. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Wow, he got away with a mistake right there.
The pitch. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
The 0-2. That one down the line, and that's just foul. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Quite the matchup we're seeing here. 6 foul balls in this at bat alone. Really making him work out there.
The 0-2. On the ground, and it goes just foul. Line drive. Ozuna right there to make the grab. One up, one down. Now the third baseman, Alec Bohm.
Third baseman, Alec Bohm.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Harris after it. Snags it for the second out. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Another homer. His third home run of the game, and they add a run. It's 23-1.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
So 2 away with nobody on. Johan Rojas stands in for the Phillies. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in the bottom of the 6th. No question about this one. It's out of here. They go back to back, and they tack on to their lead. It's 24-1. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in the lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Back to the top of the lineup, and now it's going to be Trey Turner. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first and hustling for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies. That's out to center field. And that will end the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. We're through 6 full. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And we're back. We go to the top of the 7th. Now in for the Braves, Austin Riley. The Y to kick the pitch. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Pretty amazing, his first pitch strike percentage, over 90%. You know you're getting something in the zone first pitch. So if you're a hitter, you got to be ready to let it fly, even though he's had a lot of success on that first pitch of the at-bat.
And he deals. Out to short. Turner with the throw to first. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Good onside run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
Now the left fielder, Marcell Ozuna. Foul ball there. Here comes the pitch. That one finds the zone. That's strike 2.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Brings it in. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, designated hitter, Adam Duvall.
Next is the designated hitter, Adam Duvall. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. The Phils up big in this one here in the top half of inning number 7. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Hunter in position. Makes the catch. And that is that. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Penn Murphy.
Penn Murphy.
And here. Here's the first baseman, Bryce Harper. And here it comes. And first offering is fouled off. Righty delivers. And that one hammered. That ball's carrying. And out of here. A gigantic blast. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they add to their lead. It's 25-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Bird. We knew it wasn't coming back.
That was quite the home run, Siggy, as we take it in again with StatCast. 114 miles an hour off the bat.
Yeah, and plenty of distance, too. I mean, with that kind of exit velo, if you can get it up in the air with good backspin, it's going to be a tape measure shot.
And now, Kyle Schwarber. And it's fouled away. Pulls that one foul. Going 2 now. Ground ball, Olsen. He steps on the bag and one away in the bottom of the 7th.
Up next for Philadelphia, the second baseman, Vincent.
Here's the second baseman, Vincent Hunter. You talk about the power and the speed together.
Well, we knew he was going to be a stud just coming up, making his way through the minor leagues, and quickly at this level, an impact player.
The pitch. Slides for the stop. Gathers and throws, and that's a great play for the out.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great, reaction time was there, and the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
Bounce to third. Knocks it down. And he beats it. That's a hit. Great try there.
Third baseman.
2 outs, runner at first. And digging in for Philadelphia, Alec Bohm. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Stretches out and hauls it in. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. 8th inning coming up. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Ready to begin the 8th. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Ozzie Albies. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Thought that was a no-doubter. I think the wind was holding that in this ballpark.
Here's Sean Murphy.
Picked up an RBI in his last at-bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. That one hit to right. Castellanos gets under it. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Up next for Atlanta, the center
Back to the
fielder,
leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. And next for Atlanta, Michael Harris. Right through there for a strike.
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
Left-hand hitter waits. Swing and a ball popped up. Has this one sized up. And that'll do it. And welcome back to the ball. Part. Bottom of the inning. And now the right fielder, Nick Castellanos. The pitch. That one hammered left field. That's back there. And that is gone. And he's gone yard again. His fourth home run of the game. And they tack one on the board. It's 26-1.
Wow, this is awesome. I mean, a four-homer game. They're just so rare. They're so special and just so tough to pull off as well.
Now we see Raisel Iglesias out of the bullpen.
number 26.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Johan Rojas. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for two. Pulls in with a double, third hit for him today.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
So the Philly batting order turns over. Here's Turner now. And that one ripped to left. And that's a fair ball. And that rolls into the corner. The run comes in to score from second, and the lead continues to grow.
Waste no time there. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
So, man aboard. Here's the left fielder, Brandon Marsh. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here, the bottom half of the eighth inning. Liner caught at second.
From up here, it looked like that liner might be splitting the gap in right center. That's one of those atom balls you just have to live with as a hitter.
So digging in, Bryce Harper.
The first baseman.
Oh, yeah, Boog. He's on the brink of one of your favorite milestones. He's completed 3 legs of the cycle.
I love me some cycle. And first offering is fouled off. It drops in, gets away a little bit. The run comes in from second, and they extend their lead.
Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Kyle Schwarber stands in for the Phillies. Swung on, belted. That's back. And that one is going to go. Kyle Schwarber with a rocket. Second home run of the inning for him. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 30-1.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Here comes A.J. Minter to the mound.
Now pitching for the Braves,
Now it's the second baseman, Vincent Hunter.
A.J. Minter.
Foul ball. Minter in his 6th season. He features a 4-seam fastball, a cutter, and he works in a changeup. And a pitch. Hammers that one deep left field and forget
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
1 out, base is empty. Here's the Phillies catcher, JT Realmuto. And that one wrapped foul. And a pitch. That one fouled off. On the ground to third. Could be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. That's a double, and he's got a 4-hit day.
Boog, I know you love the slug. Well, slugging percentage is on the rise in this one. That's his 3rd extra base hit of the game. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get...
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's down. One hops off the wall. The run comes in from second, and the lead continues to grow. In safely with a double, his 2nd of the day.
Picks himself up an RBI. Good pitch, hard and inside, but he showed off some quick hands, got the barrel to it, and was able to yank it into the outfield.
One out, runner at second. Digging in, Nick Castellanos. 4 out of 4 with 4 homers. He swings and fouls one off. Lined in the left center, and that should be extra bases. Run comes in from second, and they extend their lead.
This is unbelievable. That's now 6 consecutive hits by this lineup. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Johan Rojas stands in for the Phillies. That one drilled left field. Makes the grab. 2 down.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Ray.
So the batting order turns over, and the batter will be the shortstop, Trey Turner. This one smoked out to left. Ozuna makes the grab, and that's the inning. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Taijuan Walker.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Here's Orlando Arcia. 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. The wind of the pitch. That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
On the ground, right side. One up, one down. He's 2 outs away. Ronald Acuna Jr. the next to hit. Edge of the zone for a strike. Going 1-1's the count. On the ground to first. And he takes it himself for the out.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
The Braves down to their last out. And now it's Atlanta's cleanup hitter, Matt Olson. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs. Out towards right center field. Has a beat on it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Phillies collect their first win of the season.
Well, I don't know what they did in the cage day or on the field for batting practice, but when you win by double digits, something is clicking. That batting coach feels pretty good about himself right now, but more so the players. They can't wait for the next one. Come back out, score, and get another W.
So this one got a little out of hand. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
Time of the ball.